What's going on, you guys? Welcome to The Camera Adds 10 Pounds. I'm your host, Peter Surs. What's up? Before we start, I got to let you guys know, as always, this podcast is brought to you by perfectshaker.com. I got two of them in the studio today. I got my Dodger shaker because you guys will see why in a second. Perfect Shaker, they have all your fitness accessory needs. If there's a fitness lover in your life, they have the Perfect Shaker. First off, they have workout towels, meal prep bags, meal prep containers. They have the best workout towels. Also, if you have like a company, you could get your company logo on the shaker cup. So anyway, do yourselves a favor. If you're a fitness lover or if you have one in your life, go to perfectshaker.com, enter the promo code 10 pounds, the word 10, the word pounds, you will save 15% off of your order. So I just want to let you guys know, because this just came up, but I learned today that if you are getting attacked by a pit bull, all you have to do is stick your finger up their asshole and it will stop the pit bull attack, which I could, throw your thumb, I think it's just any finger. I feel like it can't be just or maybe like a two finger. But anyway, if you guys ever find yourself, I got attacked by a pit bull a while ago when I was on a run. Maybe I talked about it on the podcast, but anyway, just stick a thumb or two fingers in the pit bull's butt and you will not get attacked anymore, I guess. Okay, my guest today, if you guys have been listening to this podcast for any period of time, you know that I love a lot of things. So sometimes I try to blend all of the things into the podcast. You guys know I'm into fitness, which is usually what this podcast is focused on. However, you guys also know I'm the biggest Dodger fan. I love the Dodger. I've been going to Dodger games, and I used to have a Dodger podcast, but we retired it. So today, my guest is Dodgers content. So I came across this person on the internet, and I was like, I love their content. Let's see if they want to come on the podcast, and we fucking made it happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the studio from the IE, like me, Dodgers blogger, content creator, whatever you want to call it, Sammy Bee. Welcome.
Okay, I think that was the best intro I've ever gotten in my entire life.
You know what's so funny?
What?
Every time someone sits right there and I do the intro in front of them, they say the same thing.
Okay, it's almost like you have a gift or something.
I mean, I do okay. I've talked about it a couple times, but like, I just, so as a comedian, I talked about it already. So if you guys heard this already, but like, I used to MC a lot when I was starting off at comedy. Not everyone's a good MC, but one of the main jobs as an MC is to bring up the next person.
Yes.
And so a lot of times people just write it down so they like don't forget. But then it's like you're looking at the thing and you can't, like, there's no teleprompter. So you're just like,
yeah.
And our next comic, so it's like, I just got to fucking remember all the things. And some people, like, if they're like, it's usually the not famous people, but that like someone like me who's not famous, but like who has some credits that like, make sure you say this.
Yes.
And they're always make sure you say this. So like, I just got into the habit of remembering people's shit. And I don't know, I could do it with some energy. So
yeah, I love it. I
learned this before the podcast, but you are from Ontario.
I'm from Ontario.
Like me.
I.e. born and raised, baby.
Yeah. So I was born in Hollywood.
Okay.
I was born right down the street.
You can still be claimed as
But I went to elementary, junior high,
go.
and high school in the IE.
Yeah, I feel like that's how a lot of people are. Like the IE barely I feel like it's one of the later communities to come up. Like, you know, OC and LA very solidified, but
Totally.
the IE is still like honestly fairly new.
I mean, I'll say this, the IE, and I still rep the IE, but it gets a bad rap.
It does. It does. We do get a bad rep, but we also know how to party and have a good time too. So
define party.
Party, just like party with everybody. Like I feel like the IE, it's like a good community. Like people get along. We can really like get together like this, like shoot the shit, get along.
Oh, you can't cuss on the podcast. I'm totally kidding.
I was like, oh my gosh.
I'm kidding. Whose podcast are we talking about?
Oh my
I cuss all the time.
Yeah, you know, a little bit of craziness in high school. So you know
bit.
how the IE high schools do it.
Do you know? We don't have to talk about how old you are. I just feel like I'm a little bit older than you.
Yeah, I just turned 27 in July.
Oh, wow. Okay. Welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy 27th.
Thank you.
When's your birthday?
July 23rd.
July 23rd. I don't know anything about constellations or whatever, so I don't know what that makes you.
I am a Leo,
Okay.
like Cancer.
Okay.
So like right on the cusp of both.
So I am a little bit older than you. So when I went to high school, we had 2 huge riots at my high school.
Oh my gosh.
Like so big. The first riot, I don't know, I was just talking to somebody about this. The first riot so I went to Chaffey High School. Shout out to Chaffey High School. Yeah. The riot was so big that they had to separate the student body and they gave us 2 lunches because like they realized that they didn't have enough staff to like
To
if something ever went down again. And then we had another riot later because oh god, I mean everyone knows how old I am. So there was Prop 187
okay.
was a prop that passed. I mean, when I was in high school, I don't remember the exact years on the ballot, but it had something to do with like deporting illegal immigrants, not unlike now.
Yeah. Times haven't changed, I guess.
Yeah. And for some reason, the students like, we're gonna fucking protest, and like they went out and fucking people walked out, and people
Wow.
were like, is this is a silly question, but is Sunkist still in Ontario?
It's not.
Okay, see,
Yeah,
that shows you
yeah,
how.
but a lot of history there
So,
in
well, they stopped
Ontario.
the orange truck, and there were students in the truck fucking pulling out oranges and fucking throwing it
Oh
at
my
cars. It was
gosh.
wild.
That sounds like Chafee.
Yeah.
That sounds like Ontario.
Yeah, it was pretty
Hey,
ghetto. It was
that's
pretty
okay.
ghetto.
My grandma was born and raised in Ontario, went to Ontario High School, and
Okay.
back in her days, I mean, like
Your
the
grandma's probably my
gangs
age.
were. My grandma's still fairly young. She's
Yeah.
in her late 60s.
Okay,
So,
okay.
but yeah, back then, I mean, there were cholos, and that
Yeah.
was very alive and well in Ontario. So
Yeah.
yeah, the IE does have a little bit of
Yeah.
a bad rep with a little bit of ghetto-ness, but I think that's what makes us a little gritty, you know?
Well, I think what I've learned is so, and I can only just this is just like, but like if I'm driving around the streets here and someone cuts me off or maybe doesn't like something. I drive very safe and whatever. I don't like to draw attention to my, but like a lot of people will fucking cut you off or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
then they will also like flip you off and talk shit to you, and I'm like, bro. And there have been times when I've gotten out of my car and been like, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Because I know they're not gonna do anything. But if I'm in the IE, I'm probably not gonna do that.
Yeah. You never know what people are going to do in
Yeah,
the
dude,
IE.
never.
People, I mean, I would say that LA is definitely more obviously densely populated.
Totally.
So
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
lot more crime out here. But I mean, the
It's
IE,
per
it's,
capita though.
yeah, the IE over the years has gotten a lot better. I
Yeah.
mean, there are a lot of bougie cities in
My
the
old
IE.
neighborhood, my old street is like it doesn't even look. It's not the same place
Yeah.
anymore.
No, yeah, the IE is like the fastest growing area, but it's also like revamped a lot
Yeah.
like over the years.
Dude, I don't. I
So,
mean, even like okay, this is how old I am. The Ontario Mills Mall did not exist when I was a kid.
okay.
So neither did the Toyota Center or like
Uh-huh.
any of that stuff. And so like whenever I go and like I still can't believe it's a Toyota Arena, I think
Yeah.
that's what it's called. Like I
Yes.
still can't believe that that's there because like that did not exist when I was a kid. And so now there's all this stuff around it and I'm just like, "Oh my God."
It's huge.
And
then
now like the Mills
airport-
now like the Mills Mall is like nobody goes to that. And I'm like, "No, you don't understand. You couldn't walk at the Mills Mall when it was brand new."
Yeah, that I'm kind of missing that. Like, I mean, I was obviously still really young when
Yeah.
malls were kind of still not up and coming, but doing well, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
late 90s, early 2000s. So like I remember going like clothes shopping and then going to like Libby Lou and getting my face and makeup done, you know?
Okay,
I
uh-huh.
miss that like
Yeah.
that
I feel like
human interaction with people, you know?
I feel like Victoria Gardens still is like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna go to a mall, you're gonna go to
Yeah.
Victoria
Well, there we go. There's the
Gardens.
bougie part of the IE.
Yeah,
You're talking like
motherfuckers.
Rancho.
Yeah,
What else? Like North Fontana's
Altaloma,
nice.
Etiwanda.
Redlands. Oh yeah,
Uh,
Etiwanda.
what's that community that didn't even exist? Eastvale
Oh, Eastvale. Yeah, just that
Colony.
I mean,
yeah.
it's crazy. Like I know we keep going back to
Yeah, yeah.
Ontario, but Ontario, that city is
Yeah.
huge. It's
I mean, the
huge.
airport is totally different now.
totally
Because
different.
my dad used to work at the airport.
Yeah.
And now it's not even where it's like a totally new
Yeah, it's
terminal.
international it's like
But-
the biggest cargo airport.
Life
too.
hack. If you can make it flying in and out of Ontario, if people in LA talk about how easy Burbank is,
Yeah.
Ontario is even easier. Just a little hack.
Yes, I will always tell people that whenever they come visit out of state, you fly into Ontario,
Yeah.
and then
They
I
pick
think
you up right at the fucking curb, bro.
Yeah. Then
Yeah.
you go when you're going back wherever you're from. The TSA line is like nothing compared
Except
to
on a
LAX.
Friday.
Yeah, the usual busy travel days, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, Ontario Airport.
So were you in a gang growing up in the IE?
No, I was a little goody two shoes,
Okay, that's fair.
honestly. But I mean, I like getting along with everybody. I did have friends that were like
Yeah.
super.
Anybody
know.
with 3 dots on their hand? Very
No, but a
popular.
lot of uncles. though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, so a lot of my uncles, yeah, like I said, my grandma was born in Ontario, raised in Ontario, and yeah, I mean, I have a lot of family that was in the.
You don't have to, we can cut this out
Okay.
because I don't want, but do you know personally anybody who has the Old English IE tattoo on the back of their head?
Oh, I don't. I didn't even know that was a thing. Tell me
Really?
more. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I
So
need to
I mean,
hear
I
this.
think like that I mean, I don't think gangs are as much of a deal there as, like I said, like my old neighborhood is
Yeah,
unrecognizable. But when I was a
totally.
kid, like there was a wall like up on my block that was always tagged
Yeah.
all the time. They
Yeah.
would plane over it and then they would fucking just tag it up again. Like clockwork, right?
Exactly.
And like you kind of had to be like, I mean, so the joke I used to tell is like you can tell if you grew up in a nice neighborhood or a bad neighborhood by this. Most people, if they hear a car go, "Err," they're listening for like the crash.
Yeah.
Whereas when you grew up where I grew up, you hear the "Err" and you're listening for ta 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 ta. Like, because we had tons of drive-bys
Yeah.
on our street. Like
Yes.
that was popular back then. So back then, a lot of times the guys would get arrested, and then when they got locked up, that was like, because when you go to jail or prison, you're not just from Ontario, North Side or South Side. Like now you're just Mexican
Yeah.
and you're hanging out with those guys. So a lot of those guys would get the IE tattoo on the back of their head, and then they would walk around bald because
I want to
fucking
let
that's
you know, like, where
yeah.
they're from.
Like I felt well. I did time, and I have friends that did time, and so it was very popular. And so I just used to have a joke about it. But like a guy stole my car. So okay. So you went to. Can I say that where you went to high
Yeah,
school?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So she went to Upland High School. Shout out to the Highlanders.
Yes, Upland High.
Um.
UHS baby.
So I used to work not right across the street, but it's not there anymore. So you don't even remember. But there used to be a movie theater. So you know where like
Wow.
Wiener Schnitzel and Del Taco is on Foothill?
Yes.
There's like a beauty school there. Or
Yeah,
there was a beauty school.
it's where like the old swap meet used to be.
Well, there used to be a movie theater there.
Oh, okay.
And when I worked there was a movie theater. And I used to work at the movie Edwards Upland 8 was my second
Wow.
job. No, my third job. And I saw this guy and he had the IE tattoo on the back of his head. And then I noticed that my car keys were missing. And I went outside and the fucking dude's taking off in my car. He's taking off in my car. He stole my keys and then he went doo-doo outside and my car was parked
See
in the
ya.
front. Yeah. And so, but I saw him leaving in my car. And so I called 911. Fucking within minutes, like I can hear the helicopter. I could hear sirens. I'm like, oh, they're going to get this fucking guy. So then they go and it's like, so it's somewhere off of Grove and Arrow, somewhere in that
Okay.
neighborhood,
Yeah.
right? Like on the other side of the train tracks somewhere.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we think we have a guy in custody. You're going to have to come identify him. And I was like, oh, fuck this dude.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I'm gonna get him.
Yeah. And it was a guy that had the description, but it wasn't the fucking guy.
Oh,
Same
no.
tattoos. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I can't like, it's not him.
Yeah.
And
then what happened?
fucking, I got my car back, but
Well, did it have any damage or anything?
just like he like put it up a curb. So I had to get like the alignment fixed or whatever, but
Oh my god. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like that's a very relatable IE story for a lot
yeah,
of people.
but also so many guys have that fucking tattoo.
yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
they
like,
do.
whatever, man.
That's the IE though, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I said, I kind of grew up when the IE was kind of turning towards
Totally.
a little more
Yeah, yeah.
suburban friendly.
Yeah. I feel like kids don't do gangs now.
No, man. What's happening to these kids now?
I don't know. They wear skinny jeans and fucking. Well, now they wear baggy jeans again.
Yeah.
It did full
And like
circle.
hot ass, thick ass sweaters for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always baggiest jeans, largest sweater that they
Yeah,
possibly
that's
own.
what I wore.
Okay. That's
When
valid.
when I was in high school, so baggy pants were a thing, but I wasn't allowed to wear baggy pants. My dad was very strict.
Okay.
And so, at our high school, they would do the thing where if you had a belt on and your pants were baggy, if you took your belt off and your pants fell, you would get sent home.
Oh my gosh.
And so, like, I would wear sometimes my dad's pants to school. And I would get fucked. And then my mom would be like, "What? Why are you getting sent home? You didn't wear those pants when you left." I was like,
I'm like, oh yeah, mom. I was trying to look cool, okay?
I know. And
I get it.
I did,
It
but
was a little rebellious. I like that.
if I was going to get kicked out, if I was going to get like sent home, it was going to be for that.
Yeah, it was a good reason though.
But I was a good student otherwise, I think.
Yeah, me
Just-
too. I was pretty boring. Sports. I grew up playing sports.
Where'd you
so-
play?
Well, I played, like the rec ball leagues in Upland
Uh-huh.
still. I played baseball actually up until I was like, I want to say 10 or 11.
Okay.
So I played baseball in Montclair actually.
Okay.
Shout out Montclair. Not in the IE, but right next door.
That's how I think Montclair's technically IE.
I
think Claremont's the cutoff.
I claim Montclair and Claremont as both IE.
Yeah, I think so.
I grew up near both.
I think technically Pomona, even though, but I still think of Pomona as the IE.
I know.
LA doesn't want to claim Pomona.
But the Pomona people and the Claremont people want to claim LA County so bad.
Claremont is not LA County, is it?
It is.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
interesting.
Montclair, which is crazy.
What?
Yes, that's what I'm
that's-
saying.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
I'm like
We need to Google this.
80% sure that it is
Um,
in LA County. But I'm always for Montclair and Claremont being IE, but
Yeah,
people
they're
always swear up and
definitely-
down that it's
they're definitely
LA County.
IE.
So
For sure.
yeah, so grew up playing baseball at Montclair, then I played rec ball in Upland, played travel ball until I was 17.
Did you watch any of the women's professional baseball league?
I've seen a few this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's very exciting. Like if I was younger, so when I was younger, I always knew that I could never kind of go past a certain age with baseball, right?
Why not?
Like, well,
It's funny because I got crucified for having this very conversation.
Okay, I'm gonna be. We're being honest. We're
Be
being
honest, 'cause I got
right?
crucified, but
Okay,
go ahead,
so
you're a girl. It's
you know,
different.
playing baseball with men as a woman sometimes, they throw way harder.
You
They
think?
hit way harder, and sometimes
People
it's
call me an asshole.
sometimes it's unsafe
Yeah.
for women to. And like, I'm not saying that not all women can do it,
understand,
right?
of course.
We're generalizing. Am I positive that there is women out there who can play baseball with boys? 100%. I'm not
Totally.
saying all women, but for average woman.
I get it.
Yeah.
it. No,
Sorry, I know I have to over-explain.
No, because I got crucified online for, and I was just like,
I transitioned to softball. I fell in love with softball though.
Okay.
Played that forever. So
there's a professional softball league now too.
there is, yeah. So women's sports is just up and coming right now. And then I think like even in baseball, I feel like they're not really realizing how many women are actually super into baseball, like me. And like, if there's one thing that I've learned from my page this year is that there are so many women out there who feel like they can't talk about baseball because they won't be taken seriously. You know,
I disagree. This is why you're on the podcast.
Yeah.
This is how I found you.
Yeah.
And I was like, so I used to have a Dodger podcast.
Yeah.
For years.
Got it.
And it's just too, like, I'm so busy. Like, there's 162 games.
Yeah.
And I used to watch pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
And now I just can't. Like, I keep up. I know what day it is and what the score is, but like, I just can't sit there and watch 3 hours of baseball all summer. So I just felt like it was just best for me to not do it.
Yeah.
But like, I'm like, there's now in the age of like content creation, there's like so many other people that you can follow that are doing the same stuff. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I helped lead the Dodgers to 3 World Series by having my podcast. Like, I think we're good.
We're good.
You know
Yeah.
what I
You
mean?
did your time.
We didn't have a World Series for 32 years. I started a podcast. We get 3 World Series.
That's the reason exactly why.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Also, I mean, this is the same but different. But like, I'm a big NSYNC fan. I'm wearing my Justin
Yes,
Timberlake shirt
I did
today.
see that you have a podcast.
I have an NSYNC podcast.
Let's go.
And they have not reunited. They broke up, or technically they didn't break up, but like in 2003, unofficially. And then I started NSYNC podcast. What happens? They have a mini reunion a couple years ago that I was at. It's just like, I just make shit happen.
Yeah,
dude.
you're just the energy force for
Yes.
it all. I love that.
How do you think?
Claim that.
How do you think we're gonna do this year, Dodgers?
I think aside from all of the mumbo jumbo going on with the ownership and how poorly they've been playing in August, I still think they're gonna 3-peat.
6 in a row though.
Yeah,
as of today.
they're gonna 3-peat. Honestly, then you have Snell and Glass now. Snell's come back and he's been throwing gas.
Yep.
Glass now, I saw him at one of his rehab starts
he
in
did this-
Lake Elsinore,
Uh-huh.
with Ontario Tower Buzzers, and then I saw his 2 outings in Oklahoma City. That dude he's on point right now.
Have you ever been to
sure.
Oklahoma City?
I have not, but I need
Just
it is one of my dreams to go over there. For
hold
sure.
on. We're gonna edit that part out.
Okay.
Listen, you don't need to go to Oklahoma City. You can go to the ballpark and then just fucking bounce. I lived in
Yeah.
Oklahoma for a year.
Yeah.
Just go to the ballpark and bounce.
Yeah. No, I wasn't planning on doing much other than that. Maybe having
nothing-
a steak or something over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if you want some meat, dude, get some barbecue or something. But like,
Yeah. Other than that,
the ballpark is nice.
yeah, I've
Chickasaw-
never been there. You've been there before.
Yeah, when I lived in Oklahoma, that was
Wow.
one of the ways I kept my
Hell
sanity.
yeah.
So the Dodgers have the Oklahoma City Comets. They
Mhm.
were the Dodgers, now they're the Comets, which
Yep.
doesn't make any sense, but whatever.
Yeah.
And
Each their
then
own.
they have also the Tulsa Drillers,
Yep.
which is the AA team.
Mhm.
So I've been to both of those ballparks a few
That's
times.
so cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'll go to both ballparks
Yeah.
and then bounce.
Perfect. Time it to where like you could probably you have to do it logistically, but you could probably do it on the same trip if they're just check to see when they're both home.
Totally. Yeah.
Maybe not in August.
Yeah, no. We'll
Maybe
try
like
to go
in April when it's like
yeah,
Oklahoma
like
weather is shit.
beginning of the
Yeah.
season for
Oklahoma
sure.
weather is shit.
I can imagine. I've heard it's like super humid and nasty
So
out
humid.
there.
Over 100% humidity.
Oh no. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I used to talk about it on my Dodger podcast, but like, so like I've been to tons of Oklahoma City, now Comets games. But I would go like in the summer because I mean, you get like a box seat for like $10 or something.
That's awesome.
But like for me, I would feel like, okay, so like I grew up just as you did going to Dodger Stadium.
Yes.
56,000, even if it's not sold out, there's 40,000 people there.
Yes.
You have 4 levels. It's the best, right?
Totally.
But I would always feel bad when like somebody like it's one thing like if a player's just rehabbing, like they got to get a couple starts in the minor leagues and they go down to Oklahoma City or whatever. But like if somebody gets like, I'm trying to use an example, let's say what's his name, Hae-Sung Kim,
Yes.
who I love.
Don't even get me going on the
You love him?
I love him.
He's so
yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
But like he hasn't played well enough to stay up on the right. But so just one day you're in LA, it's a sold out fucking crowd. And then the next day you're in fucking Oklahoma City. It's 100%. And there's literally 100 people at the game.
Yeah.
And you're like my life.
Yeah.
Like this sucks,
like there's
dude.
probably such like a huge
it's
shift.
gotta be depressing.
Yeah, I can imagine, especially for them. Like once you kind of get up there and you're kind of expected to perform a certain way. Well, for him, I feel like he did perform.
I
Really
mean,
well.
he it just I think statistically, like I don't know, man. I love the kid.
For me, I think Dave Roberts just wasn't clicking with him.
You think
I think he should have stayed above Alex Freeland. I don't know if that's a hot take.
Yeah. That's
I
think
think he should have stayed.
I agree.
I don't think he should be a starter by any means or be like the next. Big
I think
thing.
if he hit well enough, he would.
Yeah.
Start.
Oh,
He
in the
just
next 2
doesn't.
years, 100%. I see
But
him
he's just
being
like
there.
he's one of those players that like he's fast.
Yeah.
And fast like he's so fast that you just get excited to watch him run to first or hit a double or a triple. You're like, oh, that's like it just looks different, especially like when you're up in the stands. Like it just looks different. Where Freeland's fine, like he's solid, but like he just doesn't have that like that kind of it.
Yeah, Kim
You know what I
reminds
mean?
me of like a Chris Taylor type of guy, like
CT3.
Yeah,
RIP.
like a utility guy.
Yeah.
You use him for speed when you need him. So,
But also he's so pretty.
yeah, he is.
He looks like he could be like in
Man,
BTS.
the
Not to
skin
be
is
like,
just
stereotypical,
beautiful.
but his skin is like,
Oh my God, yeah.
right?
He deserves that compliment. I'm sure he would love that.
Yeah. I remember when like they signed him because now the one thing I'll say is even though he gets optioned, he signed like a major league, like he's making millions of dollars.
Oh,
So
yeah,
you can't,
he's
you don't
not
have-
hurting.
Yeah, you don't have to feel so sorry for him. But I remember when I saw his picture, I was like, oh, this guy's like he could be like a pop star.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
He's got the face for Hollywood
Yeah,
for sure.
he's very handsome.
Yeah,
I wonder
so
if he has a chick.
I'm not sure. I know.
I have a big thing about I can say it now. I will sometimes judge guys just overall by how hot their wives are. Like the players, like if the players have an ugly wife, I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
And like
dude?
all of the good players have like the most model-esque wives. Like Freddie Freeman, for example.
Of course.
Like, I mean, Chelsea Freeman's probably the most popular baseball wife in existence.
she
right
just
now.
she's
She's like Jackie Kennedy to me. Like she's the Jackie Kennedy of
she
baseball.
just signed. Well, so we used to have Courtney Turner, who
is still like the Princess Diana of baseball. Even down in Mexico, they're doing well.
we traded, or Justin went away, and then we got Freddie, and then we're like, oh well, wait a minute, Chelsea Freeman's
like
fucking
love
what's
her.
up?
Yeah.
She just signed like she's like with William Morris or like one of the big agencies.
Yeah,
she's like an influencer now.
I saw
like an
that.
official one.
Yeah, and go girl. I mean,
Yeah.
people love her. She has a good personality. She's beautiful,
She's hot.
obviously.
Yeah.
Like she's a mom, so I'm sure a lot of people can. Yeah, she's like if there was a reality show for baseball wives, she
for
would be like
sure.
the queen of.
Well,
of
you know
that
what's funny?
reality show.
And I will cut this part out if it makes you feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
But like whenever like the players' wives get together and like they post stuff, there's definitely cliques within the players' wives.
Yeah.
And the hot ones have their own clique.
Dead. They just have the power.
They have their own cliques. You're like, oh, that's so and so's wife and so and then you look at you're like, okay.
There's like the hierarchy.
Yeah, this is like the B
Yeah.
wives.
I feel like it's like with everything, like high school sports,
totally.
like there's always those girls who are like I'm like goofy girls, and then there's like the
The
model
what?
girl, like the goofy
Okay,
girls,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
tomboy, sporty.
Right, yeah, yeah.
But like I
Are
could
you allowed
still
to say
get
tomboy
pretty.
now?
What was that?
Are you allowed to say tomboy?
Tomboy?
I
Yeah,
don't
I
think you
think
can say it.
so. I mean, I would definitely consider myself. I love like. I mean, dude,
Do you know who? Oh, what's his fucking name? The country singer. Shit. He sings that song. Oh my God. You make it Jason Aldean.
Okay.
You know who he is?
I know who he is. I'm not a big country girl,
So
so I can't.
his wife had same kind of thing like with Freddie Freeman. Like he's a famous country singer. His
Mm-hmm.
wife is hot. So she had a big following because she's his wife and she's hot. And then she started like kind of branching out. She had a makeup line.
Okay.
This is probably 4 or 5 years ago, maybe more. I don't know. But anyway, so she's doing like a DIY makeup on like Instagram Live, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And she's doing her makeup and she's like, "Oh, I wish they had this when I was in high school because I used to be a tomboy in high school." And the internet just went crazy and said that she
Yeah.
was being transphobic or what. And I don't think the problem is Jason Aldean is a little polarizing. But it became. I don't think she meant anything malicious by it, but
Yeah.
it just spiraled into. And then he got dropped by his management team
Oh wow.
because of it was like
That's
crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, I mean, I still use the word tomboy.
Okay.
I feel like I'm an old soul in that way. Like
I
I'm
think you're
not
allowed to use it.
super like you can't say that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am like, more progressive. I'm not super
Yeah.
progressive, but I just meet people where they're
I
at,
ha- I
right?
have I have
There's different generations that use different terms,
Totally.
and they don't
You don't wanna know
use
what
it
we
in
did.
malice. You know what I mean?
You don't want to hear the words that we use in my
I,
generation.
I mean, I've heard it, right? And sometimes do I agree with it? No, right? But I'm gonna
Totally.
meet you with where you're at
Yeah.
because I know where you come from, and I'm not gonna be the one to be like,
The shit that
who
my
am I gonna-
grandparents used to
oh yeah,
say.
I mean, it's still alive and well. Don't
And
get
my
me
grandma
wrong.
was like the sweetest woman, but like I'm like, "Grandma."
Tone it down, girl.
Grandma.
Somebody's listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. So yeah, tomboy, tomgirl, whatever
Okay.
you want to say. But
Okay, so talk to me. So how'd you get into being specifically a Dodgers content creator?
yeah, I think it just stemmed from my deep relationship with the Dodgers since I was little. I grew up going to Dodger games
I
with my
saw the
dad.
cutest picture of you and your dad that you
Yes,
posted.
I mean, my dad's like my best friend ever.
Uh-huh.
Like we were just like kind of made for each other. I'm my dad's only daughter. So we grew up going to baseball games. I loved playing baseball just naturally. Like
Uh-huh.
it just came very easily to me.
Yeah.
So our whole relationship is basically based off of a mountain of baseball,
I love that.
playing baseball, going to Dodger games. So I kind of just started it because I was wanting to talk about baseball to more people, but I just felt like I could never. And like going back to the whole women thing of like
I'm glad
talking to
I was
baseball,
gonna
right?
follow up
Like
with that.
I feel like I know a lot more about baseball than, I'm not gonna say most guys, but a lot of dudes, right?
You could own it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'll say this as someone who had a Dodger podcast for almost. I think we went 10 seasons.
Wow.
Yeah.
Long time.
I think I did. I think I ended up doing 10 seasons, three World Series in 10 seasons, though, and
Hey.
10 playoff appearances.
And those 10 years were the best years of the
yeah,
Dodgers,
like the golden
honestly.
era, 10
Yeah.
playoff appearances.
Heck yeah.
But I think so. Like, I would go on like different Dodger like Facebook forums.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly just to post about my podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, listen to my podcast. But like, I would add to the conversation and then like, oh, by the way, I have a podcast. But like the shit that people say on those things, you're like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, do you watch the same
Like,
thing that I'm
yeah,
watching?
or did you like even like I get like I literally I still play baseball. Technically, I just retired, but never say never. But
Yeah.
like I just stopped playing like this past season. So it's like you could tell when people played at any level versus if they just. And there's nothing wrong with people that can't play.
Yeah.
But like just sometimes you're just like you just don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
Which I think is why it's cool. I mean it's good for women. I think because there are guys like me who love the Dodgers, right?
Exactly.
Like I mean, there's so many of us.
So
But
many.
also, I know not most women. A lot of women don't fucking like baseball.
Yeah. Like, let's point out the obvious is that I mean, I don't want to be generalized, but not a lot of women are
Generalize.
hot about sports, right?
Yeah.
Unless it's women's sports or like because they want to watch the hot dudes or whatever, right?
Exactly.
I mean, let's be
Say
honest.
it, Sammy.
I'm being honest.
Thank
We're
you.
saying the truth
Yeah,
today.
we're just being honest. We're just being
So
honest.
yeah, I mean, like, I'm not saying there's a million women out there who are, hot and crazy for the Dodgers because they actually watch the games or anything, right?
Right,
But
right.
I feel like the game is starting to be a little bit more popularized, and then
Totally.
along with the women, right? Going back, like I've met so many women this season going to the Dodger games.
We need to talk
and
about
stuff.
this. Are
Yeah.
any of these women single?
Lots of them are married.
Damn
so
it.
I mean, there are a lot of older women too, which
Yeah.
I'm very surprised.
Well, I think like, so as a Latino, right? I think I grew up so my grandmother was here when the Dodgers essentially came to LA.
Yes.
And so, I'm not going to get into the whole like how many families were displaced because there's a whole story behind that people don't actually. I'm going to touch on it for a tiny bit.
Go ahead.
The people that were so LA was going to do this whole development where Dodger Stadium is.
Yes.
They were going to create this new community and make this whole development with cheap housing and like shopping center and all this stuff. So they relocated a bunch of people. They offered them money, but then they started relocating people. Then after like, I don't know the timeline, but like a year or two, the whole deal ended up falling through. So they had already moved hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of people out of that land. And there were a select few that were left.
Yeah.
And at that point, then Walter O'Malley was like, well, I want to buy the land. And so there were a handful of families left that then got moved. So when people say that the Dodgers moved all these families, that's not actually true. The Dodgers did move some at the end, but like most of them, the city had already moved them.
Yeah.
So that's just little. I could spend hours on like
And
the
I
whole
feel
history,
like,
but
and I feel like a lot of people need to realize like we're not, as Dodger fans, like we're not behind the owners. Like I'm not a Dodger fan because I loved Walter O'Malley or I like
the O'Malleys.
Yeah, I mean,
They're the
not to
family
say
of-
that they
Yeah.
didn't change the face of baseball, right? I mean, the Dodgers itself is probably one of the top most historical teams in baseball. Any major entity is polarizing, right?
Totally.
Like we're going to saying, the bad part about Dodger history with the displacement, but what about Jackie Robinson?
What
What
about
about breaking
Jackie
the color
Robinson?
barrier? What about all
What
of
about
these?
Nomo?
I mean, exactly.
many.
So
Sean Ho Park. Fucking,
any
let's keep going.
big thing in this world
Yeah.
is so polarizing. But they have to realize that a lot of the controversy can also be put on like the owner and the management, right? Like I said, I'm rooting for the Dodgers team. I'm not
Yes.
rooting for Mark Walters as a human, right?
Right. Yeah. This is
So yeah.
all this is so bananas, by the way. Just like all the stuff that keeps coming out. Like I don't know how to move money, but like I know that the Guggenheim Group knows money more than I do because they have a lot more of it.
Yeah.
But all this other stuff that's coming out, it's like honestly, like I just know that I went 32 years without my team winning a World Series,
Yeah.
and they've won 3 in the last 6 years. And you know
Yeah.
what, dude? Fucking
You
whatever. That's not
and
my
guess what?
beyond
Again,
my pay grade.
it's not the team. It's who? The owner.
But the point I was trying to make though,
Yeah.
I feel like as a Latino, especially like my grandmother's Mexican,
Mhm.
Being a fan here like meant something different to them, and the Dodgers, if I'm not mistaken, were the first team to have Spanish announcers,
Uh-huh.
like right from the beginning.
Yeah.
And so like I grew up, during Fernando Mania and all this stuff. And like, so like
Yes.
the Mexican fan base like loves, like what a time to grow up and be a Dodger fan,
Totally.
So like, I think I got it from like, I feel like it gets handed down. So like, that's where
Yes.
my love for the Dodgers came from. It came from my mom and my grandma.
Yeah.
You have your
It's very
your bond
familial.
with your dad. Yeah. And so that's what people don't understand. It's like, okay, like there's all this other outside stuff. We just root for the team. Like
Yeah.
so many people, especially like in LA, right? Everyone thinks that
Yeah.
like everyone's rich here. Everyone in LA, like a lot of fucking struggling ass people, working class.
It's a lot of normal ass people trying to get by.
Yeah, you're working a 9 to 5 or fucking 9 to whatever job. You come
Mhm.
home, you just want to watch your fucking favorite baseball team.
Yeah.
And be entertained
And
for
eat dinner with your family and talk
Yeah, and
about
talk
it.
about the
and talk
game.
shit, That's
Yeah.
another thing I love about baseball.
talking shit.
Talking shit.
Same.
I'm like super nice outside of the diamond, but if I'm playing or if I'm like rooting for my team
What about online spats?
online, I typically I feel like a lot of people just do like rage bait online more.
Totally.
And so I feel like my energy is better suited in person or via a video that I'm making.
That's fair. But do you
Other-
respond to like people that say negative shit?
Sometimes,
Yeah,
but
it's hard to not
honestly,
sometimes.
as a Dodger fan, I think this is like the I mean, like we said, this is the best time ever to be a freaking Dodger fan.
I think Andrew Friedman said this is the golden era of Dodger baseball.
I'm riding this high until, I mean, the obvious, right? I don't know when, but obviously the Dodgers will be dethroned one day. But that doesn't mean to say that they're not going to continue like they always have been.
They're going to be in the playoffs for a long time.
I mean, exactly. Like, they're cementing their legacy. So I totally agree with you on that.
It's so like it's crazy to think like the last time the Dodgers didn't make the playoffs was 2012.
Yeah.
So like there's kids growing up now. They're like, yeah, our team's just always good.
Exactly.
And we didn't have that when I was a kid.
Yeah. And I was like, I was talking when I grew up really young as a Dodger fan. I mean, I don't remember most of it, but I remember parts of the McCourt era, you know, like when you could go to a Dodger game and sit in.
I'm glad you brought this up. Keep going.
Oh yeah, like when you can go to a Dodger game and sit in box seats for $40, and you couldn't pay people to go to Dodger games. You know what I mean? And the thing that makes me upset is everybody always thinks that the Dodgers have been this good for forever.
No.
You know, I'm a young fan and I went through a little bit of heartbreak in the beginning, but damn, like. Older fans have been through heartbreaks. I mean, since the 70s. I mean, the 80s was the last dynasty, right?
So in the 40s 30
and 50s, something years without having a producing.
But even
team.
before that, like they went from I think it was 63 to 80, 88, or they actually 81, right? So that's like almost 20 years right there. Like there have been droughts, dude. So it's like relax. Like fucking we're. People talk shit online so much, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I love baseball. Like, I love the Dodgers, but I love baseball. Like, and I've been trying to go to all the ballparks. I've been to 25 so far.
Yes, that's awesome.
And it's like I love it, and I love like normally in person, fans in most places are pretty nice.
Yes,
except for San Francisco and San Diego.
Yeah.
It's the only time I've gotten like negative. Like even like in Colorado, have you been to Denver yet?
I've been to Colorado, yeah.
Fucking great. Stands
so
are nice,
gorgeous.
Beautiful. Everyone's probably high, but like whatever. Literally and physically.
We're having a good time.
But like, like Milwaukee, Chicago, like everyone's super nice.
Yeah.
New York Yankees fans, not so much. But it depends on where you sit.
Yeah.
But I feel like Dodger fans now, because as you said, tickets are not $40 anymore.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You can't get $40 at the top deck sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel like when people say that Dodger Stadium's ghetto, it bothers me because I'm like, well, you probably haven't been in a while.
Yes.
And I think the ghetto is priced out now.
Oh, the ghetto is very priced out. Before this, I went to my first game this year. I want to say like a week and a half ago, and before that, 2 years since I've been to Dodger Stadium.
Wow.
So. Like, that's how you know I'm a true fan. I don't go to Dodger Stadium, but I know everything from top to bottom.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I'll say this. Like, it is fucking expensive to go.
I mean, $45 just for the parking.
Well, this is what I'm going to say. So, since, because I saw you post a video about this the other day.
Yeah.
So, everybody that used to listen to my Dodger podcast, to listen to this podcast knows, and I've talked about it here maybe at some point, but I don't park at Dodger Stadium anymore. Yeah. I haven't parked in the stadium since McCourt sold the team.
Yeah.
So it's been 14 years.
Yeah.
Or 13, I guess 2013 they officially sold it. I would love to
calculate how much money you've saved since then, honestly.
But this is the problem though. It's not a problem, but like if I go on a date and if it's like an early in the relationship, which happens sometimes.
Like you're still trying to impress a little bit.
I gotta like be like, listen, you don't understand. The McCourts used to own the Dodgers, and they were spending all the team money on their houses in Malibu. And then fucking Major League Baseball took the team from them because they went bankrupt because they spent all the team's money. So then they had to sell the team. But when they sold the team, they kept the parking lot. And so now I don't park at Dodger Stadium because I don't want to give money to Frank McCourt. So that's why we're walking fucking half a mile.
That's true dedication too.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But also, like you said, I'm saving $45. So I've already saved hundreds of dollars this year by the handful of games that I've been to.
And then on top of that, postseason, I think last World Series was like $80 for parking.
That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. So so now, I barely went to a few games this year, but next year with the, page and everything, I'm parking outside all day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I forgot about, so I don't want to say I already fucked it up, but you parked in the $5 parking lot.
I did.
Is it on, what's the street called? Like it's off of the main entrance though, right?
Yes. I can't remember if
and
it's
you just
Vin
walked
Scully
up.
or Stadium or.
I think Vin Scully is the one that goes directly into the stadium.
Okay.
So the one that goes here is like But I know
Yeah.
you know, it's like where they have
It's
all the
right
fucking
out
hot
the
dogs.
main entrance.
Yeah, they have all the hot dogs and shit after the game, and like a
Yes.
welcome to Dodger Stadium,
Yep.
whatever.
Yeah.
So tell me how long it took you from your car to your seat.
Yes. It took me, I think it was 18 minutes from the very, very bottom of the parking lot. And I
Yeah.
had top deck seats that
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
So
I
I walked
remember.
all the way to top deck,
Yeah,
sat in my seat. It took me 20 minutes to get to my seat from the parking lot, which like
that's
I
nothing.
I
My
would do
favorite
that
thing.
all day, every day. And there are people that I'm just cheap, you know? I'm from
No,
the
dude.
IE. I'm a
Yeah,
little nickel
dude.
and
That,
dimey.
that's expensive, dude.
It's
Especially, I mean, you're paying for gas, whatever.
mhm.
So like, but there are times where I park on the outside, walk up, walk out. I get to my car and I'm listening to Dodger talk, and people are calling in like post game, and they're still in the parking lot, and I'm like home.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
like, sorry,
That's
bro.
also the perk of parking outside.
Yeah,
Like,
you bypass the
oh
outside
my
parking,
gosh, if
like
there's
getting out of the
one thing about
stadium.
Dodger Stadium that needs some
Yeah.
help, it's that post game getting out
Yeah,
of the
I
stadium.
agree.
Is
I wish we had a train that went in somewhere. Like,
yeah, because even if you wait for the bus, I mean,
bus is
when you
ridiculous.
leave, yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be crazy.
I talked about this. If you're a Dodger fan, yes, there is a bus that goes from Union Station to Dodger Stadium. However, if Union Station isn't on your way to Dodger Stadium, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So like if you're coming from South LA up the 110 or something, or if you're coming from the IE,
Yeah.
it makes sense because then you're stopping along the way. But like when I used to live, closer to here, or I lived in the valley, it's like, so now I got to go to downtown, hop on the bus, only to go back to Dodger Stadium, then hop back on the bus, go back to downtown, and then it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
It only makes sense
exactly.
if you're on the way.
Yeah, I know this is your podcast, but I want to ask
No, let's go.
you,
Let's go.
What do you think about the gondola situation that they're still
I
trying
don't
to
want
get
anything to
through?
do with the McCourts.
Yeah, I agree.
So Elon had a proposal a few years ago,
Uh-huh.
pre-COVID, I think, and he wanted to put little tunnels throughout the city that you could shoot your car through.
Uh-huh.
And say what you want about his political ties and whatever, he's fucking smart when it comes to like shit, dude. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And so I was like a fucking rocket. And one of them was to go to Dodger Stadium.
Wow.
And I was like, fucking yeah, dude. So the gondola, the same thing though. The thing about the gondola is it also goes from downtown.
Yeah.
Very few people in LA live downtown. Like people
Yeah.
live on the west side.
Especially
they
now.
live in the valley.
Like
Yeah,
nobody wants
exactly.
to be in downtown
That's what
right
I'm
now.
saying. So like if they would, I mean, like we have a subway system and they've been working. They finally extended the line a little bit west and west. It's going to keep going west. But I'm like, when they did that, they should have built one that went into Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
Like that would have been just like,
The
okay, fine.
ultimate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then you have, you take the one from like the valley, because I used to live in the valley, North Hollywood, have it branch off into the stadium, have the one from downtown, branch off. They could have done it. I don't know why they didn't. Probably money, but like.
Yeah. They definitely need to invest in it now though, because with, obviously Otani and Yamamoto, are you kidding? Dude, there are so many Japanese people
Whoa,
coming to
whoa,
Dodger Stadium.
Whoa, language. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I know. I love it, dude.
Yeah.
I love it. When I went to, there was a playoff game so Joe Davis was talking about it the other day on one of the broadcasts, but like they have like these groups that come.
Buses
Yeah.
of people.
So when I went to, I think it was when they played the Phillies in the NLDS last year,
oh,
but
what a good series.
I went by myself to one
Uh-huh.
of the games, and next to me was this Japanese girl
Yeah.
from Japan.
Wow.
Didn't follow baseball. She just wanted to see Otani because he's a huge deal in Japan. And she was like, oh yeah, I'm staying at this hostel. And she spoke perfect English.
Wow.
Yeah. And she was just like showing me like all the stuff that she was, and I was like, she didn't even know baseball.
Yeah.
But she knows Otani is a baseball player and she came to the fucking game.
Yeah. It's so
Yeah.
interesting how the Angels had Otani for so many years. And as soon as he gets to the Dodgers, I've never seen a market open up like that.
Yeah.
Ever. I mean,
He was on a shitty team.
yeah. I mean, they plugged in with Otani and the MLB just exploded. Like, not only with getting fans to come and attend, but I mean, look at how many Japanese or Asian players are coming into the league now. I mean, it's
Yeah.
opened up an entire. I mean, Nomo, right? We were talking
Yeah.
about Nomo earlier.
Nomo-
He opened
Nomo
it up.
opened the door, and then it was
Yeah.
like Ichiro came a little bit after that,
Uh-huh.
and he was fucking great. And
Yep.
like, then, yeah. But like Otani is like another level.
Oh yeah, there's never ever ever. I mean I say that Otani's like the Michael Jackson of
No,
baseball.
so
Like
we went to the when they won in 24.
okay,
My brother and we took my nephews. We went to the parade, but like we went to like the like in the stadium
Yeah.
one where they came.
got
and
it.
where-
Yeah,
where-
where
where-
Ice Cube performed.
Yes, yeah, where it
Cool.
finished. And so we were on the club. I was taking my nephews around the club level because they'd never been, or showing them like all the old stuff. You ever seen it?
Like
If you
the
go-
little museum type
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah. So, but they'd never seen it. So I was
Yeah.
like, they had like their old luggage from like when they first moved to LA, just like a bunch of cool shit, right?
Yes.
And so we're on the club level, and Otani walked from the press box to the elevator that's right there. And when I tell you, like people just like you would have thought it was Michael Jackson.
Are you kidding
or
me?
the Beatles, like, but also he's so big.
Yeah.
Like in person, like you could tell on TV kind of, but like I was talking to someone about it. Like sometimes you don't see scale because most of them are pretty big anyway.
Yes.
So like when you're watching on TV, it doesn't look, but when you see them in person, you're like, oh my God, you are a fucking giant.
Huge.
But like to see the people just converge on him like he was
Yeah.
a rock star, like it was wild, dude.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like for a baseball player.
Yeah, I can't imagine even like the energy that you feel when he walks in the room. Like,
I mean, yeah, but the thing is, it's like this is what I love, is that I know he has spoken English at times,
yeah,
but he knows way more English
yeah, than we think he does.
yes. Yeah, but it's better for him because I think he would just get hounded. It's easy just to
100%.
talk to the interpreter and fucking,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and then on top of that, like he can't really go do anything outside of being a baseball player and going home.
I feel like when
know?
he was in Anaheim, he probably could have.
Yeah,
but he
a little
can't
bit.
here,
Yeah,
for sure.
with the plug-in of the Dodgers, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
obviously,
I think honestly, anybody else on the Dodgers can go anywhere
oh yeah,
except for Shohei.
because
He's everywhere.
100%.
Like Yamamoto can fucking walk. He's my size.
yeah,
He's listed at 5'11", but I think he's like my size.
yeah. Like if there's if somebody who's never watched baseball or doesn't even care about baseball, if there's
Right.
one player they know, it's Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, totally.
And he's
Totally.
forever gonna. He just changed the face of baseball forever.
I have the best Shohei Ohtani joke that I can't tell on my podcast, but it's hilarious. Maybe I'll post it after posting.
You should.
When we post this episode tomorrow, maybe I'll post it like this week.
Please.
It's
Yes.
it's great.
Yeah.
And if I do have to say so myself.
I love Shohei. He's
What's there not to
amazing.
love though? That's why I think it's funny. Like when people want to talk. Okay, can we talk?
We could talk whatever.
Do you think he knew about the betting?
Have you watched the series, the 30-30 series?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
You should watch it.
Yeah?
I think it kind of goes into depth of like how misleading everything was to think that he could have. I mean, it is kind of sketchy. Like when you think about it, right? Like, how could this dude who's making all this money just not notice?
Yeah, like
what's
my
moving
Spotify
around?
goes through. I'm like, what the fuck? 998. Oh yeah, Spotify.
Exactly.
Fuck.
Exactly. But I mean, when you're making that much money,
Right.
it's like you're not even handling at that point. One and two. I mean,
And he's obviously
he was
not
acclimating still to. I mean, America's not his home. I mean, I'm sure he's settled in a lot more now, but.
Well, he
it
lives in
took him-
Hawaii in the off season.
Yeah, exactly. And then I mean, he goes in Hawaii and then he lives a lot still in Japan too.
Yeah.
But I don't think that he did know much
Okay.
about. If he did, I mean, I still wouldn't care honestly.
Me neither. I think
like,
he
let's
knew.
be honest.
I mean, like, I'm not. No, actually, I can't say. I'll tell you off air.
Okay. Yeah, we'll
But
keep it there.
Nothing about Shohei.
Yeah.
But like, I just know things about other players.
I mean, everybody always compares him to Pete Rose, right? Who got
well, see, that's the thing, right?
but it's like
'Cause
Pete Rose isn't Shohei Ohtani. You know what I mean?
he's not. He was good though.
No,
He
I'm
was-
not
I mean,
saying Pete
but
Rose
the
wasn't
thing
good.
about Pete Rose was that he bet on games that he was managing.
Yeah.
And like could have manipulated
the-
a lineup or something,
Yeah.
whereas Shohei was just betting on other shit, like not. I don't know. like,
Yeah, but definitely watch some of that. Series. I
God,
caught a few episodes.
my time to watch stuff is like
Yeah, I'm sure you seem like a
between-
really busy dude.
between the Dodgers. So like I said, I had a podcast. I try to watch this. I watched. I was very introverted this weekend. I didn't do shit other than work out. So I watched all 3 games this weekend.
Nice.
But between Dodger games and like wrestling, I watch wrestling.
Love that.
And then just working, like I don't have time to watch a lot of other shit. Like
Yeah.
I don't think there's one show on TV that I'm watching currently.
Yeah.
Like that's on right now. Although I will say I did start watching. I do like the show Tires on Netflix.
Tires. Okay.
It's so funny,
I
but
love
but
that.
they're also the episodes are like 25 minutes.
You know,
They're
those
so
are
quick.
sometimes the best episodes.
Easy.
Though.
And
Like,
it's so funny though.
yeah,
It's
I
all
love
comedians. It's great.
Have you ever watched Superstore? Superstore kind of gives me that vibe.
Is that America Ferrera?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen episodes just to
pretty
like.
funny.
Yeah. That's not on the air anymore. Is
It's
it?
not. It's
Yeah.
everything we watch nowadays is streaming.
right,
So
I know. It's
Netflix and
better to stream. Only because then if I want to watch another episode, I don't have to wait another week. I just fucking watch it right then and there.
Yeah. You know, it is hard to stream sometimes though, the freaking Dodger games or just sports nowadays in general. It's like everything is so
I do have
like
opinions on
I
this.
hate my pet peeve in the baseball season is when Apple TV has
But
a
I
Dodger
don't do
game.
it anymore.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I disconnected. I canceled my Apple
And the
TV.
announcers are the
Trash.
worst. They're
Trash.
the worst. Like I can watch Fox, I can watch TBS. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
fine with that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The
Apple
only
TV.
I will say, I think it's Peacock now that has the Sunday games. Is that right? Because the ESPN.
Sounds right.
So what Peacock does is they put like, so if it's the Dodgers, whoever the Dodgers are playing, it'll be a Dodger announcer. And then
one of them.
Yes.
Okay.
And then whoever is like the neutral person. I like that. Like I can deal with
enjoy
that,
that.
because then it's usually oral, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes it's Eric Karros, whatever, but like I'm fine. But like I'll say like, okay, like things that we talk about, things are expensive. Now I have to have like 4 fucking streaming
Yeah.
things to watch all the Dodger games, which I was already like, you know, you had to, for the longest time, we couldn't even, most people couldn't watch Dodger games because they were on Spectrum.
Yep.
And then they finally put it on DirecTV, and then I got DirecTV because I hated fucking Spectrum. And now the Dodgers are on fucking Apple and Peacock, and you're like,
Everything.
bro, just
It's
fucking.
like I can't keep up.
And then I'll be somewhere like where was I? And the Dodgers were like not even in the city that I was, but like close enough. I was in New Mexico, and they were playing the Rockies. They were here, but they were playing the Rockies, and I couldn't watch the Dodgers because it was blacked out because they're in the Colorado whatever. And I was like, bro, like it's not I'm in New Mexico.
It's like, please just take us back to the KCAL9 Vince Scully days, man.
Man, I grew up. Listen, we all did.
I always say if my God had a voice, it would be Vince Scully.
Really?
Just Vince Scully is my ultimate favorite. Like beyond Dodgers players, beyond everything.
We were so lucky. We were
the man he was.
Yeah.
Moving with the Dodgers from New York. My dog's name is Scully. Like,
really?
I love that dude. I would name my first child Vin.
Really?
Because I just love. Yeah, he is very influential in my life.
I had talks about naming my son Clayton.
I love that. I mean, honestly, I have Freddie on my list already.
Okay.
Yeah, I love the Dodgers, man.
I think I think we're spoiled because like I literally grew up not only listening to Dodger games with Vince Scully, but like just learning about baseball in general.
Yes.
Like so many things I learned about baseball. Like it wasn't my dad or my mom. It was like Vince Scully. Like learning about, I used to talk about this in my Dodger podcast, but like learning about Jackie Robinson or Sandy Koufax or, you know, fucking Don Larson's perfect game in the World Series. Like, you know, like I learned that from Vince Scully.
Yeah,
you know?
and he would talk about just the players as humans too.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, this is a little life hack. This is why. So I would love a girl putting it out there onto the internet. I would love a girl who's a Dodger fan. Okay. Like a partner.
Yes.
Because then I don't have to explain stuff.
Put that out of the internet.
You know?
Put that on.
Now I'm not saying fucking. I want to go to Dodger games and just fucking Instagram a picture of my $30 michelada. That's not what I'm fucking talking about.
No.
I'm talking about people like you who know the fucking Dodgers.
Yes.
However, if they're not that knowledgeable, because a lot of them might not be, I'm okay with them having just a general understanding because I know that I can get them more interested by doing what you just talked about and making it more personal.
Yes.
Like I've had girls in the past where I'm like, oh, hey, like I'll just use my ex-girlfriend for example. She was from Oklahoma.
Oh.
So that's why I lived in Oklahoma for a year.
Nice.
But like one of the first things we went to was like a Dodger game. And I was like, oh, you know, Matt Kemp is from Oklahoma. Oh, really? Yeah. Clayton's from Dallas. Oh, no way. Oh, so-and-so, you know, the Dodgers minor league team is in Oklahoma. Oh, yeah, I knew that. And like, So you start to do these things, and then the women start to connect on a personal level.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, I like Clayton.
Yeah.
Oh, he builds homes in Africa in the off season. What a great guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, totally. That's what been taught me. Like, even now when I try to explain, because now that I have my page, everybody comes up to me and
Yeah.
talks about the Dodgers, which I absolutely like.
Yeah.
The day that I get to talk about the Dodgers is the best day ever, right? So,
So
yeah,
like
just
every day is the best
every
day
day is
ever?
the best day ever talking about the Dodgers. Even if they suck, I still love it.
Which they don't.
They don't, luckily.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just making it personable, making the connections, right?
Mhm.
Because we all want that. Like, people think sports is so like boring and kind of like a dude's world, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of beauty in the stories within baseball.
This
Like,
is what I love.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
like I love Freddie Freeman, like the story of him and wearing his long sleeves to honor his mom who died from cancer.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
those stories make like a lasting impact.
Or like his son,
beyond.
like a
Yeah,
couple years ago.
Max. Yeah, with
You know?
what he was dealing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like realizing that these dudes are human too, and just making connections. And
How about fucking going through what he went through during the season with his son?
yeah,
And like his son maybe could have died. And then
Totally.
having to leave the team, whatever, and then coming back and then hitting a fucking walk-off grand slam against the fucking Yankees in the World Series. Like, come on,
best.
dude.
Yeah, I
Come
mean,
on.
that was fantastic. Freddie Freeman's my favorite Dodger right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's your
of
favorite
my-
Dodger ever?
Oh my gosh. Only I love Nomar mostly because we have the same birthday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So another connection, right?
Fair.
Like, all of my favorite Dodgers have worn the number
And
5.
you met Nomar. You just got it signed by him, right?
I did. Yes.
So
yeah.
I used to work at, I don't want to say the gym. We could say off air, but
Uh-huh.
I used to work at the gym that him and his wife worked out at.
Mia Hamm,
Uh-huh.
who's probably a better athlete than him, I will say.
There's no probably. She didn't get hurt all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. She
don't think it's
is
controversial.
bad. I mean, probably one of the best
yeah.
female athletes ever.
Totally.
Yeah,
But also,
Badass.
also extremely like women's sports were not. I feel like she was kind of the generation that helped really
Push
launch
it.
women's sports, especially soccer. But like her work ethic. There's a story from I don't know the guy's name, but he was the soccer coach at the University of North Carolina, and he was talking about how she would always be on the field. She was the first one there, last one there, even like in the off season, just like she was always practicing.
Yeah.
Like her work ethic was second, and that's why she was like,
The
I
best.
feel like she was the all-time leading scorer. I don't know if she is anymore, but they were always. So point being, they were always so nice
Really?
at the gym. Yes, and I don't like to bother people, but like you could just tell, like whether or not people knew who they were or not, they were just always nice. And for me, like I see that not always happen with like high-profile
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And it was like, no, they were always like super polite and like, so Nomar, I always have great things to say about him and his wife.
Yeah, I love when that happens because I know a lot of people say like never meet your heroes, but it's nice when they actually kind of live up to it.
Can I tell you a
right?
funny? He's not my hero, but like this is like probably actually I have two really funny
Yeah,
celebrity
tell
interactions.
me.
So one is Justin Bieber.
Really?
Yeah, he came to one of our he didn't come to see us, but he was at one of our shows.
Okay.
And then so some of the comics were taking pictures with him after the show, and he told my buddy, "If this picture doesn't get you pussy, I don't know what will."
That sounds totally Justin Bieber's the man. I love Justin Bieber. And you know, he probably fits in really well with you comedians because
Yeah, he was like, I mean, he's fine. Like
Yeah.
it was just like, but like, you know, he gets I think he got a bad rap, especially like when this was going on.
Yeah.
You know, but like I was like, that's the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard somebody say, dude. Like
I
that
love
was
that.
great. Okay, so we gotta wrap this up, man. We fucking time flies, dude. It always happens. Tell them I'm gonna put. So if you guys don't know how to use show notes, tell them how to find your page on like
Um,
on your handle and stuff. So
Okay.
yeah, just tell them.
Oh, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at
Uh-huh.
Sammy Bee 23.
Uh-huh. What's the 23? Is that Eric Carroll's or is just
Birthday.
my birthday's the 23rd too?
Yeah.
Mine is in May.
Yeah. And then I love Adrian Gonzalez.
Oh, El Titan.
Yeah.
I know
One of
where
my favorite walkout songs.
Okay.
El Mariachi Loco.
Oh, that's right. No, Andre. I was thinking of Andre
Andre
Ether
Ether?
was Tres Delincuentes.
I think,
Remember
yeah.
that? What was I gonna say? Okay, so I'm gonna put it in the show notes. So if you didn't hear that, just look in the show notes, and I'll have a link to her page in the show notes. If you're listening to this week, I'm gonna be in Tucson, Arizona this weekend, headlining Laughs Comedy Club Friday and Saturday. the 28th and 29th. There's gonna be 4 shows. So if you're in Tucson or know anyone in the Tucson area, even if you're in Phoenix, just make the drive an hour and come see me. I'm gonna be headlining there. I'm gonna be all over the place over the next few weeks and months, like I always am. But follow Sammy. Go Dodgers. Fucking, we know they're gonna win 3 in a row, right?
doing
And we're
it.
gonna be at the parade in
Yeah, we
what's
are.
probably gonna be in November this year, depending on how long the series goes. But thanks for listening or watching. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe to the podcast on Apple, Spotify, or YouTube. And thanks for listening. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.